the destruction of some of the people you claim you love. And don't really like them. There is nothing to glorify in certain display of behavior, because remember, the digital footprint is always there. And then, you know, someone to make the best witness, make the best claimants and defendants, because the evidence is right here. In court, it's evidence. Court is not about what you know, it's what you can prove. And you are your evidence against your own self. Nobody never gonna make it up. We don't even have to make it up. You make it too easy. You make it so easy. You make it so... The evidence is right there. You are your own evidence. So nobody can defeat you. You defeat yourself. Because of money and likes and popularity for the moment. What is worth more? Popularity or the safe return of my children? Where? A lot of you are not speaking the truth. And that is why people like me will jar enough on the nerves because I don't like hear the truth. On condone the toxic mindset and behavior to the detriment of them, because a lot of them don't know better. And them don't even know the judgment when them inner. When Uno sit down and send the gift them and the wheel and the things that don't will and so, and then come over here and one come send 2 rows, don't be here. That don't, hey, don't play with me. And Uno they home with phone picnic, cuddle up nicely. What is a whale? What is a lion worth to me if I can't have my children in my arms? What is a train or a what interstellar or a universe or whatever it is? My child is my universe. So if it means that I have to turn off the phone, back away from the screen, and take some time to process, take some time to heal, because I am in the fight of my life to get back my children. And let it not be said that when my child, or the extension of the time that my child has to be away from me, right, is extended, I don't want my child to ever think, but mommy or daddy, and so they're going, why the judge decide not this and that? Why the judge decide this and that? Let it be said that I did everything in my power to ameliorate the situation and correct my wrongs and correct the mistakes that I need to get you back in my arms. But no for, oh no, fuel the destruction of the people on here. Because on a love nastiness, on a love low life behavior, on a like the toxicity and the dysfunction. And I understand that this is a familiar spirit, because a lot of one can relate to it now. That's why I gravitate toward it. So because sometimes when I hear about the numbers on some of these lives, and I say to myself then, so people sit down and watch this like art. It's one thing to see a screen recording, you know, which is normally like 30 seconds or 45 seconds. But like y'all like sit down and watch this thing for hours? Some are on to misery loves company. And don't get me wrong, people are free to watch what they want to watch, you know, hello, to each his own. I don't understand everybody's own, but hey, you know. But you don't like the things then because it is a familiar spirit. And not for Uno, you think of them alone need therapy? Uno need therapy too. Not for Uno need therapy too. The money them, Uno need therapy too. Uno love toxicity, Uno drawn to it like a moth to a light bulb. I want to fuel it, and then not for Uno stay on one side and laugh. How can you sit down for hours and consume that kind of nastiness? How? Because it has got to a level of nastiness now. I mean, well, it's been nasty for a while. But it's crazy. A lot of things that are aired on here, it befuddles my brain. Somebody tells you something in confidence, somebody tells you something in a secret, it busts out, and one big tear away, one big pop down. It's like there's no honor anymore. The vibration is so low, it's almost non-existent. Don't get me wrong, teeth and tongue can meet, and people can vex, and word can show, and things can go on. But there has to be a line of demarcation to say, you know, say, me just nah go this so, me just nah go this so. Sometimes some people in my ear all say things about me. 99.9% of the times it's fabricated. I don't argue with them because guess what? I don't argue. First of all, I'm going to argue with hungry people. I'm going to argue with people when I have nothing to lose. Okay, so when you're hungry, you'll do just about anything and say just about anything to get at my jugular. You don't have no line. People who have nothing to remember, some of them not have no parents. Them not have no mother. Them not have no father. Them not have no family member, no co-worker, no colleague, no picnic, nobody to let down. So they can do just about anything because, hello, them have done the dirt already. Everybody around them are dirt. I just be a dirt. So whatever they do, nobody, because they have no self-respect, it doesn't matter. So really and truly, I can't argue with somebody who is already dead. Because enough of them are carcass. Enough of them are walking corpse. They're so empty. Certain time, my mother that say, when sea rough, find safe harbor. When sea rough, you find safe harbor. Your children and their welfare is of paramount importance, and that should take precedence. Do not be your own evidence against yourself. But I'm telling you, a lot of you gifters are the problem. I bet you if it is that gifters started to rally around, coalesce around things that are wholesome and good and, you know, nice and uplifting, I bet you the narrative over here changed. Bet you any money. I bet you because you, oh, by the way, that's why I'm not come sometime because you never talk the truth, you know. Anyway, now. I bet you if Uno only cancel who it is convenient, you know. Someone have selective outrage, you know. Some of Uno gifters again, aka the enablers, aka the fuel to the destruction. Uno only have selective outrage for some, as I said, selective because Uno only target some people. I've seen some people over here do and say some egregious things. I want to still cheer them on. Yay! While some people do a little infraction and they want to go on. Look here. Need an Airbnb. 5,000 block of that may defend right now. Yeah. That me need. Me need it. Me gonna need it. Yeah, me gonna need it. I see people out talk to me like trash. Terrible insult. Jesus, thou son of David, give me more life. Eh? Jesus, Savior, pilot me over land and tempestuous sea. Talk to you like dirt. It's almost sadomasochistic. I don't know. It's crazy. And yet, people who are positive, nice, lively, entertaining, you know, yeah, man. From a carelessness or not spread out. But at the end of the day, the children and their well-being is what we ought to be considering. And if for nothing else, we have to try to be better for the children that we brought on this earth. They did not ask to be here. They did not ask to be here. So we have to try as best we can. All of us fall short of the glory of God. All of us fall short as people, as parents. But we have to endeavor to do better. We can't just go on to like everything is alright and then like, it's not alright, it's not alright, it's just not alright. It's not okay. I know that controversy sells over positivity, but we also have to be the agent of change and change that paradigm. Because if you follow the nastiness, the more we follow the nastiness and the toxicity and the careless behavior and the low vibrational mindset, is the more of it we'll see. The more of it will permeate the internet. The more of it will get into the minds of our children, and then the world is going to be one big dark place. The only way to get rid of darkness is to shed light. Of course you can have fun. Of course you can chatter. So nobody now come and say every day if you come professorial or come academic and whatever. Of course you can have a fun and word dance and boop bap, boop bap, boop bap. But where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line? Guys, some of it is so careless and scandalous. It just, may I tell you, it's nauseating. It get to a stage where it's not even funny no more. Like, it's not even funny. And it is happening in so many different pockets with so many different people. Man, I wonder if is something over here? What's going on? So it's not one person. It's not even in a one pocket situation. There's so many different areas and tributaries. And I said, then this thing are catching. This thing are catching. Wow. My question this afternoon, and incidentally, it was fortuitous that His Excellency the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen has proclaimed that the 7th day of October today annually is National Anti-Bullying Day, encouraging all citizens to unite in reflection on the impact of bullying, to stand against it in all its forms, offer support to those who suffer, promote kindness and respect, and reaffirm our shared duty to build a society where everyone is safe, valued, and free from fear. So today, every year, annually, today is being acknowledged as Anti-Bullying Day. And we're talking this afternoon to Emma. Emma, are you there? I have Emma. Very well, yes, Emma, I see you. My guest this afternoon will be talking about bullying and what are some of the things as parents we can do, and people too, because even though you might not have given birth to a child, many persons are godparents, our aunties, our guardians, right? And they too can guide our youth and our children as to how to deal with bullying and how to acknowledge it, right? Also, there are just some adults who may be bullies too, who you're bullying the children. Like, maybe you never thought of it that way, but hey, Emma is here to enlighten our darkness. Emma, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. Oh, your camera is off. You want to be off cam? One of them say good face.
I can turn on the camera. I'm just trying to figure out.
Please.
I don't know why it's not turning it off. Hold on. I do not know why it's...
Oh, the Ministry of Education is also here. I love that. Is that Dr. Kassan Troop over there? All right, Emma, watch me. Go and look, figure out your thing, and let me just add the ministry, and I will get back to you here.
All right.
All right, my sweetie pie. Thank you. Let me add.